Hello, this is Ankit Reddy. Welcome to the .NET course from educators.com, world's best online training tutorial for the leading technologies. In this video, we'll discuss about abstract class and sealed class. The abstract keyword is used to create an abstract class. An abstract class is incomplete and hence cannot be instantiated. To create an abstract class, we use the keyword abstract. Let's flip to Visual Studio, then let us see that how do we do that abstract class concept. So I'm going to create a class called customer. Whenever we are creating a class, please remember that we'll be using a keyword called class. Then we need to use a keyword class before that class name. Now I'm going to create class customer. This is a customer class. So now we can call it as a standard class. So let me change this class to abstract class. To make this class as abstract class, we need to prefix with a keyword called as abstract. That's it. Now this has become an abstract class. Before it was non-abstract class. Now it is abstract class. What we do with an abstract class? Let us see. Abstract classes are incomplete. Please remember that. Abstract classes are incomplete. Meaning they contain abstract members again. Members means methods. How do we declare an abstract members within the abstract class? For example, we have a print method. Suppose public void print method. This is a non-abstract method or a member. How to make to abstract is just using by the keyword abstract in that method name. Public abstract. Now this has become abstract method. Inside an abstract class we have one abstract method and this is incomplete method and this is not allowed in abstract class. Inside abstract class declaring like this with a method body, it is not allowed in the abstract class. Remember that. We have an implementation where we have derived this abstract class. Where can we give this implementation is in the derived class only. In the abstract class only we cannot have like this. Just build this, we'll get an error saying that cannot declare a body because it is marked as abstract. So we cannot do like this, should do like this. Now build this, it won't get any error. Build is succeeded. As abstract classes are incomplete, we cannot create an object for it because it contains incomplete methods. Abstract class can only be used as a base class. We cannot create an object for that because those are incomplete. Then how do we make it as a complete method? So here we have not given anything. I mean definition or body we have not given for the print method. As abstract classes are incomplete, we cannot create an object for it because it contains incomplete methods. They can be used as a base class. Now let us see some more. What I am going to do is, let me try to access derive this. I told right, just remember that abstract classes are base class, then we need to derive it in other class. So I'm deriving in this class customer. Now let us build this. See here, is less accessible than program. This customer class is less accessible than a program class because abstract classes are by default private. That is why we are getting this error. Let us change it to public and build again. What will happen? Public. Now build again. Now see what is the error we are getting, because there is no implementation of abstract method in the derived class. We have a print method inside this abstract class. This method I am talking. This method we have nowhere implemented. The rule is that you have an abstract class, it will be act as a base class and you should provide implementation for this method inside your derived class. See this, if a class inherits an abstract class, there are two options available for the class. Option 1 is provide implementation for all the abstract members inherited from the base abstract class. Let us see this option 1 first. That's what we are getting error. Just see this, does not implement inherited abstract member. Print method is not implemented, so that we are getting this error message. One of the way avoid this by making your program class also as abstract class. So we can avoid this error by placing abstract class again. Suppose we keep here abstract. Now build is getting succeeded. But how long we will be doing like this? Nowhere we have given the print method definition. This is called declaration. We wanted to provide definition. See here, we have not provided any definition for print method because it is an abstract class. This is abstract method. We need to provide implementation for this method at least in a derived class. One way is to make this class also an abstract. Yeah, second option. If the class doesn't wish to provide implementation for all the abstract members inherited from the abstract class, then the class has to be marked as abstract. Otherwise, provide implementation for all the abstract members. Second method I am telling you. So by this, there is no usage of creating this abstract class and making method as abstract again and again. So only don't make this as abstract class again. If you make like that again, there is no use. Provide this method definition. Void print method. Oops, something wrong. Like this. When we are providing implementation for this method, in base class it will be abstract, but in the derived class you should use override keyword. Console dot outline. I am overrided. That's it. Now if you build this, you won't get any error. So whenever you wanted to create a class as abstract class, you keep just abstract keyword. Then abstract class will be having only abstract methods. You should not give any implementation like this. Then we should derive it in some other class like this. Then we should provide implementation for this method. Hope you understand this. Based on the concept of inheritance, we can create an object of the base class. So let us try to create an object for this. Go to new. See here. Usually when we type new and space, we'll be getting a class name again. But here we are not getting. Let us see that what will happen by forcibly if we do. Cannot create an instance of the abstract class or an interface. As of now, don't worry about interface. We'll be studying in the next session. As of now, remember that cannot create an instance of the abstract class. Cannot create now somewhere written an abstract class can be used as a base class. An abstract is to create abstract. Okay, remember that this is one of the important point. Cannot create an instance of the abstract class because it is not having fully completed. This is again partial. Abstract means not completed, incompleted. For incompleted class, we cannot create an object. Remember that. So very important point that if you want to prevent any class not to derive, we can use keyword seal before the class. After this, I'll explain this. What is a seal class? If you wanted to prevent a class should be inherited, you decorate that class as a seal class. Now let us see that seal class as well. We have this seal class in this session. I'm going to discuss what is a seal class. What about seal modifier? Why seal modifier? We'll discuss. Seal modifier restricts the inheritance feature. Inheritance means acquiring the existing class features in a current class. So seal modifier will be preventing that inheritance feature of an object-oriented programming. Means that seal classes cannot be inherited or implemented further to any classes. To implement seal class in programs, we need to use sealed keyword before the class keyword. Let us show that. Usually class is like this. My class and let it be. Let me take some public void hello. This is a method contains under this class, and I have one more class my own class. Then I can inherit this class. How can we inherit? By using a colon symbol there. Understand? By this we will be getting features of my class in this my own class. Suppose if I make this class as a sealed class, immediately this color got changed. You just observe it. Let me remove this again. Sealed class. Now the color class gets changed. If I make this as a sealed class here, you will be getting like this. If you build this, you will be getting error. Cannot derive from the sealed type. So why sealed modifier is, we use sealed modifiers in our programs because sealed modifier prevents a class from being inherited. When sealed modifier is applied to a method, then it prevents a method from being overloaded in further classes. Suppose we have a sealed class and again we have a method. We can make like this: public seal void hello. This is called sealed method again. Examples of a sealed modifier is this one. So under a sealed class, let me take this method, and if I have something called console.writeLine, something employee details. So in above code we have class my class with sealed type modifier and simple method called hello, which displays employee details. Now let's perform test on seal type modifier. To perform this test, we'll create a main program of console with static main method. Now let's try to inherit this my class to our main program. Let's try to inherit. Change here. See here, the color itself not showing properly. If I build this, you'll be getting error like this here. Just mouse over. Cannot derive from sealed type. As you can see that when we try to build the application, we got the error saying that, which states that we cannot derive from a sealed type member. Let us see this. If I create an object inside this, I'm going to create an object for this. Then obj is equals to new my class obj dot hello method. Hope you understand now the difference between abstract class and sealed class. Abstract class we cannot create an object, but sealed class we can create an object. My class is a sealed class. Though it is a sealed class, we are able to create an object. Understand? But abstract class we cannot even create an object because those are incomplete classes. So when we try to call hello method through the object called obj, we could find that hello method as shown in this example here. Conclusion is that sealed member prevent the class for further inheriting, whereas you are allowed to create an instance of a sealed class. Definitely you will get an interview question. Can we create an instance for the sealed class or not? Please tell them that yes, we can create an object for the sealed class, but we cannot create an object for the abstract class. Remember that. Thank you for watching. We'll meet again for the next session on interfaces.